Alrighty, y'all. We're gonna Joe's Retro World. Today, we're gonna take a look at the wireless Striker DC next gen controller for the Sega Dreamcast from Retro Fighters. Now, I purchased this from Stone Age Gamer. I actually ordered it back in August 7th of this year, and I finally got it, y'all. It finally arrived today. I walked in, and boom, my wife was giving it to me, and I was like, "What is this? I don't remember ordering nothing." And so yeah, it finally came in. I've been waiting a while. I've been using the original Striker DC, the wired one, with my Sega Dreamcast, and it works. It works good. It got turbo function on it, of course, and clear. You know, you can remove the turbo from it, and of course, it plays for your your virtual memory unit. Okay, the VMNU. And it's worked. It's worked for me. I've had it for almost a year and a half. The D-pad, everybody knows it sucks. The analog stick is good, but yeah, everything else is okay. Now this new wireless controller, it does look a little different. Let's go ahead and unbox it, y'all. It's a beautiful box at that. So, want to go ahead and show y'all. This is the top. Fighting for Retro. Got a little pixelated characters there. And then, of course, that's the box of the Striker DC wireless gamepad for the Sega Dreamcast, y'all. I've been waiting for this one. I love wireless controllers. Some people say, why would you want to input lag? And personally, there's no difference between this and the wired. To me, I've always played with all kinds of wireless controllers, and you use them, and for me, there's no difference. This is compatible with, of course, the original Sega Dreamcast, no drift, Hall effect analog stick. I don't want to say there's no drift because everything can break. VMU dock included. It's a 2.4 gigahertz wireless technology for low latency, which is virtually none. 30-foot wireless range, wireless vibration feedback, updatable firmware, comfortable and accurate D-pad. We'll check that out, y'all, because you know how the old ones suck. Okay. Thermal functionality, comfortable, ergonomic design, USB charging, 10 plus hours at a full charge. So I went ahead and opened this and charged it up and then repackaged it because I wanted to do an unboxing for y'all at least. So and I really don't keep boxes unless it's like limited edition. And yeah, and I got the clear blue one. I actually could have got the black one, the new limited edition black one, but I did not want that one. I went ahead and got this one because I would have waited longer. So there's two boxes in here. I'm trying to get them out. One is the controller, and one is the virtual memory unit. So let's go ahead and look at that first. It's really nice. All right, so you get your Type-C, just a little cheap Type-C charging cable. You can also use that for updating your firmware from the computer. And they do have firmware that you can update this little dongle with. It goes with the controller. There's some kind of battery on the inside. See it? I guess that's you gotta replace that every so often. I didn't hear about that, but there is a battery right there. Retro Fighters Striker DC wireless. There is the Type-C wireless input for upgrades, not for charging. This is the power button, so you can turn it on, let it start syncing. This is where your virtual memory unit goes. This plugs up to your Sega Dreamcast. So this is going to stay with your Dreamcast. It doesn't go with you, and that's pretty nice. This is very heavy. This virtual memory unit, it actually puts a lot of weight to your controller. So I'm actually glad that they put it over there. And this has little rubber feet, so wherever you're putting it next to your Dreamcast, it'll grip. That way it doesn't fall. See, check that out. It's pretty good grip. Nice. Yeah, that's a good steep angle. Okay, so that's nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at the controller here. And this controller. It is a beautiful controller. It's a little different design from the wired version. Look at that. It is pretty though. You got to give it to them. There's a simple little instruction manual here. Retro Fighters Striker DC wireless quick start instruction manual. Goes through, tells you what the buttons are. 2.5 hours of charging for 10 hours of gaming. We're gonna check it out. And then it tells you how to pair it right there. Tells you if you're using if your controller 1, 2, 3, or 4. You got your firmware right here that can be updated using that Type-C USB cable. And of course all the other information. So that's nice. But let's look at the controller, y'all. Look at that. That is beautiful. I like that see-through. You wouldn't have got none of that from that black one. Buttons are the same. They're nice and good. Got your clear, you got your turbo. So you gotta hold the button and then hit turbo and it'll go turbo and then you hit clear to turn it off. This is your start button. And that's how you actually powered it up. So now it's gonna start looking for the dongle. Now when I plug the dongle up, I'm gonna hit this button and let it start flashing. And then this will try to sync up to it. As you can see, they got, let me see. Okay, the D-pad did change a little bit, so it is different. This one is a little rounder. This is a little more sharp. See how they round the edges? Over here. I made it a little taller. I guess they try to improve on the D-pad because you know it sucks. When you're pushing up, you push to the right and left by accident. Diagonals are really difficult to use on these controllers. So we'll try it out with maybe a shooting game, maybe some Metal Gear, not Metal Gear, but one of the shooting games. Anyways, the R1 and R2 triggers are different. Check that out. Look how different that is, y'all. I don't know if it's an improvement or not, but I do like the little fat whiteness. I don't know if these are true analogs. Yeah, they feel good. Yeah, they got a spring in there, nice. And then these are digital. You got your Type-C USB charging cable there. This is your sync, so if it doesn't want to sync up and connect to the dongle, we'll go ahead and sync it up. Retro Fighter Striker DC wireless pad. And this is a little textured. It's not too textured, but it's enough to give you good grip. And it's actually heavy. Yeah. This is really light. This is actually twice like almost 3 times the weight, y'all. I guess because of the battery and the electronics and everything. So even though you don't have your VDMU on it, man, that's pretty heavy. But the buttons do feel good. Analog stick feels great. Clicking this feels good. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see it, how it feels when you play it. So let's go ahead and I already got my Sega Dreamcast turned on in the background, waiting to test this new controller out. So yeah, there's my big old Toshiba we're gonna be playing on, and my Dreamcast is right up there, just waiting. I'm surprised you can't hear the motor and the fan from here, y'all. It just be going. So let's get this dongle. And let's connect it. So, see if I can do it with one hand. Oh, give me 1 second.
Need a school lunch snack before the bus comes? Try Wing Your Own Delivery. DFW.
All right, so I plugged it up and I went ahead and did nothing. I mean, I just plugged it up and it went ahead and turned the light on by itself. So it's searching for the controller. And look at that. It sits perfectly right next to the Dreamcast. So that's nice. So let's go ahead and grab our controller here and see if it'll sync up. Okay, I'm supposed to push on the dongle here. Okay, I'm supposed to hold it until it blinks fast. I guess that's blinking fast. Alright, well, let's go back to the controller. Turn the controller back on. No, it's not synced. So they said if it didn't sync, then go ahead and push the sync button on top. There it goes. Now the light changed, so go over here. Yep. Okay, good. It's working. So let's set this camera up and test it out. Alright. We're going to start it off with some Gunbird. Alright, so that's with turbo on. Let's see if it acts different. The D-pad feels pretty good. Feels better than the other one, that's for sure. I don't know if they changed the membranes or what. Yeah, it feels way better. But the R and L buttons, those feel really weird. I feel like there's no, you don't push them. Yeah, I like the D-pad. It feels way better than the other one. All the buttons feel better than the other controller. I don't know if it's brand new, they redid it, new rubbers or what. I think the membranes are different from this one. And the controller feels so better. Oh, sorry, I was moving. All right, let's go try another game out real quick. See how good the D-pad works for that one. Let's try a fighting game. All right, let's check out some Guilty Gear Suka.
Good luck.
See how the controls feel on this.
Let's rock!
I'm not liking the LNR triggers. The D-pad is awesome. Oh, I forgot the button presses. Oh man, come on. I know I ain't about to die. Oh, okay. I almost lost there, yo.
So, win!
I really don't like the R1 and L1. They really suck. There's no travel. I mean, none. There's no satisfying click. You can't even tell you're pushing the buttons. I don't like that. Oh, let me turn that down a little bit. Back up, back up. Oh, wait. I know I ain't about to die to this lady. Oh, yeah, I got scared there, yo. Okay. So yeah, so far loving it, hating the R1 and R2, the L2. All right, let's try it down the game. All right, y'all, let's go try out this racing game. So we did a shooting game, fighting game. Now we can do a racing game.
Race start! Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Let's check it out. See how the controls work on this. Imagine you use the analog stick. Analog sticks feels very responsive, very sensitive. I've only played this game once before now. Maybe an hour into, no, not even that. Like one lap. So yeah, I'm actually doing pretty darn good with this controller. It's R1 with the gas, it's full throttle, analog stick. You can actually control the speed. right? Yeah, you can. The analog stick works good. Okay. Works like it's supposed to. Fourth place. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and make fifth place. All right, let's turn this light back on so I can do my final thoughts on this controller. That's cool. So they fixed the D-pad. That is beautiful. That is something that I was really hoping they do, because a lot of people hated to use this controller just for the fact of the D-pad. So from this one here to this one, it is way night and day. It really is better, way better. I know there's going to be some of y'all saying, hey, you're wrong, it still sucks. But I'm not comparing it to Nintendo's D-pad. I'm comparing it to their previous D-pad, okay? That's the only comparison that is fair, is the old model. And if they did any improvements to the sticks or anything, and they did, because everything feels really good except for the R1 and R2. There's no travel at all. Over here, hear that? You know you're clicking it. That is so satisfying. Why did they take that away? This, you can't even tell you're pushing it. I was like, oh my God. Yeah. These are great. These work really good. Man, on that Daytona, yeah, I was able to slow down and go real fast, full blast. So, awesome job on the new design of the R2 and L2, but you messed up with the micro switches in this. These feel better. And they actually push a little better. Even though they're all bulky, no, they still feel better than these. So I hope on your next design, you're going to go ahead and fix the R1 and L1. And that's it. Other than that, as long as it works a good 10 hours, I will leave it in the description in the comments or in the description below if it actually lasts me 10 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and put it through its pace. But so far, I'm really loving it. It automatically connected. I turned my PlayStation, my Dreamcast off and on to switch games between the disc emulator. And this thing instantly synced back up as soon as the dongle got electricity. So yeah, I recommend this. I really do. Yes, I know some of y'all gonna say, "Hey, this is a deal breaker." I understand. I really do, because it is sucky, but everything else is improved, y'all. Everything else, yeah, it really is nice. I'm gonna love this, because I hated having this. I hated having to constantly take this out and plug this up just to enjoy my Sega Dreamcast. Now I could just sit back wirelessly and just enjoy myself. And that's it. Okay. So until next time, peace and much love from Joe's Retro World.